Hello, my name is Ysyndi, and this is me.
This is me. This is me. Yeah. This is
Well,
me.
hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. You are watching This Is Me. I'm D. Curtis, your host, joined by my co-host, Patrick Talker.
And I'm Mr. Patrick Talker, and today we have an amazing, beautiful, intelligent, prominent personality in the United States. Not a person but Mrs. Ysyndi Martin-Kpeyei. Did I say that right?
Yes,
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Ysyndi. Welcome to This Is Me. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. It is an honor to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So who is Cindy?
Who is Ysyndi? Ysyndi have many sides. I don't know which one you guys want to know first. Ysyndi is a child that was born in Yekipa, that's Nimakani, raised between Monrovia and a little town in Nimakani. Ysyndi, when she was 9 years old, you won't believe it, she couldn't speak English. That is the truth.
Oh, no.
Yes. She literally bounced between her grandparents, her parents, and later on moved to Monrovia where she found stability. And this is me.
Now, quick
Amazing.
question. Ysyndi, when I first saw the name, I was like, is it Ysyndi, Ysyndi? How does it actually pronounce and what does it mean if there's an interpretation?
So I'm literally named after, there was a powerful Zoe in Seklipioma. She was Mandingo. Her name is actually Mastani. And it happens to also be my mother's name and named after. Ya in my daughter is literally second girl. Second girl mean confirmation of fertility. That, you know, where we come from, when a woman have only one child, we say you're barren because it's not confirmed. So when you have your second child, then it shows that you can have children, right? So we say call the first, the founder, yeah, is the protector who confirms birth.
Amazing. Tell us a little bit about your family.
So I have four beautiful children. I have a daughter that's 35 years old. She lives in Asia. I have a son that is 26, will be 27 on our birthday. I have a 20-year-old girl who is in college. And I have a 14-year-old, just turned 14 on the 5th of January, who is in high school, is going to high school in a few months. And I have a husband. We've been here for almost 2 decades. I've lived here for almost 2 decades. Where I sit today, we're still here. So, yeah.
So, talking about family, does this picture say anything to you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's my husband. That's my uncle. That's my aunt. That's his girlfriend on the other side. Yes. But this is, oh, my God. And actually, that particular picture, yes, those are my babies. Oh my God, that's those days I came from work. I'm tired. My daughter had a concert. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are so busy, but that's cool. That is cool. Yes. Yes, that's my son. That's my handsome son. Yes, he looked just like his mommy. Walked just like her. Yes. Yes, that's my family. Yes.
So, tell about the
Yes.
family in this picture. What does it seem?
So on the far left is my son. In the middle is he's 26 now, will be 27. Next to him is our daughter. She just turned 20 in December. And the baby in my lap is just turned 14 on the 5th. He is my cousin's son, but he's also our son because he lived with us. You know, he has a young mother. She's also here. He has a beautiful mother whom I adore. And he stayed with us until, because she was moving, so he stayed with us until he finished high school. He's a big guy now. I think T is about 30 years old now. So those are my kids. My daughter is not in this picture. She has yes, that's me. That's on my wedding day. My daughter is literally 21 years older than the second one. So she been out on her own before my last one was born. Yes, and she lived in Asia. So that is me. That's the picture you see every day. That's my wedding picture as a cathedral. Those are my bridesmaids. They're all in their 20s. Some of them are in college, out of college. Yes. And that's me at the United Nations speaking on behalf of women. So this is me.
As a mother, tell us what has been, or so far, what is one of your proudest mom's moment?
One of my what?
Proudest mom's moment. Like,
Mom's moment. What can I say? They're all special. When my oldest daughter graduated from her master's degree, and everything else fell in place, and she went to become a doctor. Beautiful girl, tiny girl, just like her mom. And all I could do was scream. I could just scream. So it's like the first time you actually get out and you know that you've done something good, especially as a young woman and an immigrant with no family. Yes, you know you've done something right, even with all of the struggles. Yes, that was one of those. Yep.
Exactly. So raising kids alone means a lot, and a lot of our experience or a lot of the things that we instill in our kids are, things that we inherited or that was instilled in us by our parent. So tell us a little bit about your parent. What is it like? What was it like growing up?
So I tell people that my parents did the best that they knew how, but I think I'm a better version of my parents because I was able to leave. I noticed that, where when your father got home, he's like in my house, we literally were running. And when we saw them coming, we were running. Okay, we were quicker go to our mom than we'll go to our dad, right? But I was hard-headed. I always hung out with my brothers, okay? So we always, and when they got in trouble, I got in trouble. So I knew, in fact, they used to call me road runner because I ran a lot. I could jump. We had a house that had a veranda. So you literally can go up the stairs, climb on top of the steps. Like I always told people, Vonnie Sherman was my neighbor growing up. So his fence were, his fence and our fence kind of joined. So literally when I got in trouble, I would go on top of the roof, jump over his fence, jump over and go to my uncle or my auntie house. So
Away from beating.
oh yeah. And when I went up for beating, but I would wait till my grandma was home. So the moment they start, I can start yelling. And when I start yelling, grandma will come and lay down on top of me. So if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna be my grandchild, you're gonna beat me.
That's so powerful.
Grandma Bole, hi, whatever you are, God bless you. I'm just telling her story. Yes.
That's awesome. I've never thought about doing such. I've always like hide or put the salt. What is it that put? What was it again that we used to do in the back in the days where you put stuff under your tongue or underneath your arm or behind your ear? Patrick, you remember what that was?
I think it was so behind the ear so that they could make you feel or something like that.
Yeah, when you
never tried it.
I don't think I had an idea.
Oh, really?
I didn't think. No,
yeah.
we never did that. So you fainted, you put stuff behind your ear to faint?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Curtis, you're bad.
Yeah, there's some other thing that make your parents forget. I can't remember though, but yeah, those are the things. So you did the climbing tree and all that stuff. Like
yeah. Actually, I was very active. I was captain of my high school team, and I'm going to tell you why, because everybody's going to start asking. I was of the what do you call it, the kickball team. I play soccer. I play kickball. I usually used to climb the tree to make sure when our parents were coming home to let everybody know if they're coming home. So I would climb on top to see if they're coming home so everybody can stop what they're doing. Yes, so wow. I knew how to climb tree. Yeah, and I built sidewalk taxi. I drove sidewalk taxi. I play marble. I champion it. The boys will not even play with me. But let me tell you what I did best. I always challenge my uncles because we have a lot of people living in the house. And whenever they say I could not do something, I would practice. So if they allow me to do it the first time, that I beat them. So even we play Scrabble, the first time they let me play, I make sure I beat them. So they can't say I can't do it anymore. So I play Scrabble, I play blackjack, I play Way, Space, marble, whatever you can think about, I play it.
In the French word for that is
I literally, I
manqué.
love competition. I don't see competition where people say, "Oh, I'm doing this." I'm not your typical girl. Let me just say, I'm doing this, so the person doing it, they're jealous. No, I say, bring your A game. Let me bring my A game. Let's see who can yield the best talent. If you push me, I will push some more. I'm that kind of person. I'm very competitive.
Competitive.
Can you imagine her though with the sidewalk testing, like the way that used to tell people trust it?
But I always
Yeah,
work
Tracy.
toward Tracy. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Those who knew me when I was young, my Tracy will always cut. You buy me a new Tracy, I will cut it, and that's all I wore. And take a scissor and make myself like a low skirt around the leg and just get on it.
Oh wow.
Wow. I can imagine the childhood.
You see,
Wow.
people don't believe that. I connected with my girlfriend, my high school girlfriend, 20 years later. That's about 10 years ago. And when she saw me on Facebook, that when she actually, because I've been looking for most of my friends since the war, because I left early, and I could not find them. It felt like I didn't exist. You know how you can find anybody? I knew my parents, but I could not find anyone I grew up with, because when I went back home, majority of the people have moved, or they're going to other countries, or there were different people in our community. So one day my son said, "Mommy, you say you've been looking for your friends. Can you try Facebook?" I'm like, "Nah." At the time, the pastor used to say Facebook that
For the devil.
devil's place. Yes. So that's true. So I finally decided to, in the moment I hear Matilda, but her name was different, right? But her middle name was still there. And I inbox her what I did. And I wrote on her page and I said, this is so and so person. I'm not going to say my name that they call me. So
Come on, this is me.
yeah, this is me. So I said, "This is Molly." And she said, "Molly? From Monrovia, from Old Road?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so she called me and we talked for like almost 2 hours. She said she could not make me up because she didn't think, because on my picture, I'm literally dressed up. I was not your dressed up girl. I was your tomboy. I was the one in the shawls. In fact, the first time I literally wore a dress skirt is when Jimmy Swagger came to Liberia. I was forced to wear dress, because if I didn't wear dress or skirt, I was not allowed to go by my parents. So, yeah, but I was always in my pants.
Now, quick question. Which one of the kids do you think have similar characters?
Which of my kids?
You see yourself in?
My last daughter look exactly like my husband, but she's every bit of me.
Okay.
But the people say my daughter, the one at your show, this one right here, that one right here, the one in the white, this one right here.
Okay.
They say she like me, she's stubborn, has her own will, but I don't see that. She physically look like me, but mentally she's not like me. I don't think so.
Great. So Ysyndi, what would you say? What is some of the memories that you have from Liberia that stay stuck with you to today? That you sometimes you sit down and like, oh wow, other than the upbringing.
I know I live in a community that was gentle, that watched out for everyone until the war. But we live in a community that was gentle. We live in a community that watched out for children, that you knew not to be disrespectful, even if your parents were not around. They make sure your integrity, at least where I grew up, I can only speak to that, right? And everybody actually was everybody's kid. The neighbor watched out for the children. And if I dare not say, even to tell somebody you lie, I would get my mouth beat up. So it was out of your telling story, and you're worrying, afraid that the next door neighbor will call your child for food, and maybe it did, but not in my community. So that's what I missed about that. I miss before 1990, 1989, 88. I miss Christmas. During that time, Christmas, you will have the churches moving from house to house singing Christmas carols. You knew Christmas was around. You knew you were a kid, and your parents would come down to greet them. And it was just beautiful.
You miss Ome Bega?
I miss Ome Bega, yeah, Ome Bega, Denkuliko, yes. I miss all of that.
Oh
But I
yeah.
don't miss Jody, Donald, Raymond,
Tony
I don't
Don,
miss
but
that. I think it was abusive. Yes, it does something to, and they used to do that a lot too.
But
Yeah.
that thing stop a lot of people from peeping in the bed. Myself included.
it comes with the territory though.
What is it, Tony? Don't Raymond, don't
Raymond,
you?
yeah. It comes with the territory though.
You remember that?
Yeah. Oh
Woman
yeah.
they got Kim Sony
And
Don.
I don't know how you say it completely now. What is Sony Don,
Sony
Raymond,
Don,
don't you?
Raymond Don, yeah. Sony Don, Raymond Don.
Yeah, Sony Don, Raymond, don't
The
you?
cup behind you too. Everybody like in the cup.
No, it really not funny, but it was. We didn't know it as an abuse at the time. But it was, and we all joined in. You know, we were a kid. We just joined in, right?
Listen, for me, what I believe is those are the things that made us who we are today.
Is it really?
Today it might be considered as an abuse, but it helps forge the personalities we have. It comes to discipline and respect and certain life choices that we made.
I would say kind of like make us stronger to deal with today's bullying. You know, because if you can deal with Sony Dog, Be My Doya in your entire community and still walk that community the next day with your heads up high, anybody can come on Facebook and say whatever, and then and you still moving strong.
Well, if you look at it psychologically, this is for me, right? You have a lot of people from out of our country that are not sure of themselves. We don't know what happened to them. That walk with their shoulders down. That walk in, and the first thing they want to tell you how much degree that they have, and they think it makes some of a difference. For me, it does not. It speaks to you. If the moment Curtis see me and go, "Oh, my name is Curtis. I got 2 master's degree," I'll be like, "Boy, keep walking." That's me.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is me. We're here with Ysyndi.
That's you, Curtis. Ysyndi.
Yeah. You know, I mean, this is me, but not in me. Me as in you. You, Ysyndi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whether they sing Sony Dog Be My Doya behind you or they sing it in front of you, you are here for a treat. We'll be right back. Let's hear from our sponsor. This is me.
Your jubilation and celebration. Are you planning a wedding, celebrating an anniversary, or a graduation party? How about that crowd-pulling concert? Book D. Curtis now for an unforgettable experience. With D. Curtis as your master of ceremony, your event is guaranteed to leave an impression. Book now. Book D. Curtis at bookdcurtis2018gmail.com or call 804-714-7850. D. Curtis, your event is his business.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am your host, D. Curtis. You're watching This Is Me. I'm joined by my co-host, Patrick Tucker. And today we have the amazing, brilliant, intelligent Miss Ysyndi here with us.
Wow, you was doing your life in your car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I'm always on the go.
Everyone, like I myself, I do it a lot too. Like you said, 24 hours is not enough for some of us. So that moment where you're driving, an idea drop in, hey, that's a
let it out.
Yeah, perfect moment to let it out.
You know, I learned this word. It was a quote. I think it's from it's not from Mike Twain, but I know who it's from. It's going to come to mind. And it says, "I got places to go, people to see before it gets dark." Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Meaning, when it gets dark, you sleep. Mm-hmm. And he's not talking about sleeping in actuality. He's talking about dying. So if you got stuff to do to accomplish, you must. You know, we're going to sleep forever when we die anyway. So hey.
The next section we're about to hit is called "Wetting This Again." Wetting Yeso. Ysyndi, you ready for Wetting Yeso?
I am totally ready for Wetting Yeso, and that would be me.
Okay.
We hope. You can identify what's going on here.
See how the man crying his leg?
I'm saying that, and he's actually thinking he's having dinner.
Yeah.
The man is as relaxed as I can be.
I'm telling you. Hi.
I just wonder what he even watching. Like it looked like something playing somewhere.
He is watching something.
I'm gonna do this someday. I just come from work and just sit somewhere and just put a bucket of popcorn and just relax.
Yeah. So. She said, "Oh." Let's see the next wetting year again.
See what we get next.
Or how do you think you said that some of her image or her video coming?
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
What are your thoughts?
Yes, there are. There are.
All right, so Ysyndi, it's been a pleasure getting to know you from the personal side, the background, and all of that stuff. Let's dig deeper now into some of the professional aspect. All right, I ask the question directly by saying, "Oh, what do you do? What's your career?" But this time around, what is passionate for you?
Speaking for women and children, hoping that when I leave this earth, women's voice will be louder, especially Liberian women. That my daughters will not be judged based on the sex, either they're female or whatever they are, but based on their contribution to the world.
Amazing. So, of all your achievements so far, what would you point to as your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement. Wow, I have so much, but let me see which would be the greatest one. Being able to procreate and being able to stand in a gap for women, find my own voice.
Patrick, I don't know about you, but me right now, I'm feeling jealous of her. She passionate about women, her greater achievement at women. What time we the men will come inside now? Patrick, you not jealous?
Man, I'm not jealous. They say we men. What are you jealous for?
We men.
We men.
Oh, okay.
What you
But you were born in charge. If we're gonna go biblically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
you were created in charge. So you must look at it that way. God said, let's make man into our own image, right? And then he looked that everything was fun and it was beautiful. And he said, I can't let him be alone. So you were born in charge. Even when God gave the work in the garden, he gave it to men. He put men, that was his domain. Now we who are supposed to say, according to creation, out of your side, now we have to find our own voices. So you were born in charge. So we started behind, or you were created in charge. So we are literally just coming into and taking charge. And we can never be, I mean, if we say we're biblical people, we can always be, we will always be the supporting cast at the same time finding our space.
Voices.
Yes, that our voices are separated from yours.
What?
Huh?
Talking about achievement that you've achieved so far, what will Ysyndi of today to this Ysyndi of yesterday?
Oh, look at me. Wow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what would I have done differently at this point. I think every missteps, every success or successes that I've acquired shaped the Ysyndi that I am. All the help that I got along the way, all the toes that I stumbled along the way made me who I am today. I came to this country with no family. I was homeless 2 weeks later. A woman who didn't know me from Adam took me in. The funny thing is, the war was going on. My name is Ya. Obviously, people assume because you're Ya, you're automatically from Nema County and they're troublemaker. And there was a crown woman that was taking me in. What was she doing with the rebel daughter? But what she didn't also understand is I come from both mountains. I come from both Nema and Putu until they found out later about my uncle. And so I'm kind of grateful that in my house, I have a lot of rooms. I always keep a room for people. If you something happened to you, and you want to put your stuff in a storage and stay in my house for 6 months, so long you don't tell anybody, I don't get to tell anybody. So there are always people in my house, right? Because somebody gave me a room, so I pay it forward. So we got maybe 3-4 bedroom empty at all times. So if people fall on hard times and they want a place to stop, we let them come and stay. And my husband is a great guy, really great guy. In fact, my sanctuary or my center, my calm is my husband. He keeps everything. I'm the hell raiser. I am the one who run back and forth. I'm the one who is like this, like that. And he's the one who keeps everything centered.
That's a balance life.
Amazing.
Yes.
Balance life.
So, Ysyndi, diving into your professional relationship, how do you establish and maintain professional relationship?
I think we had this conversation yesterday. I keep people at a length, okay? But if I let you in, I don't have that boundary where I keep the walls, okay? But normally I just keep stuff on a professional level. Hello, goodbye. If I need to hang out, especially when I work a lot, when I was younger. But I leave that there. And then when I'm home, I'm home. So I'm a loner. I don't really have a lot of friends. And my friends are not girls. My friends are guys. Like I said, I'm very competitive. So we keep it at that. But I don't have where you got the buddy. I don't do the buddy stuff. So maybe I'm not so friendly, but we keep it at that length. But from culturally speaking, we come from a culture where people connect, where you in business, our business dealing is different. You have to have a relationship, right, to deal. So it makes it harder to kind of separate because of your upbringing. Because off the back, I'm a mother, and I literally try to mother everybody that comes around me if I'm close to you. So yes, I do.
Let's talk about this video since we're talking about relationship. What's going on here?
We having fun though. After two having them out, y'all let trouble. The two of you let trouble.
So what happened here in the era?
Now my area now, what you say? So that's my son. That is that's Steve Bully. Okay, that's Steve Bully. And that's Sekou Kunin. I have worked with Sekou Kunin for over 3 years. That was my first time interacting with him or meeting him in person. And that was at Vamusa weekend, and I actually went out to support him. Yes. So let me say this. A lot of people think I'm me, but in person I'm not. In person, I'm one of the really coolest people you would meet, although my persona suggests otherwise. But I'm the one that if I'm in your corner, I will die for you. If I'm in your corner, I don't care how far you are, you're never far for me to reach you. I'm that kind of person. But that is if I'm in your corner.
Was that something that was going on here also?
We are testing on the laptop.
Oh my God, where is this?
That's it. Because people will soon start logging in.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay. I believe we were at a program. That's me and Stephanie. So Stephanie was a secretary to me when I was president for the community. She helped out with a lot of planning and programming. And Dennis Jha, the both of them, we have built the community together. That's the first time I don't remember. You see, the thing is, because that's my first time I wore that dress. I love it. My auntie gave it to me. I wore it so many times so I can't remember. But majority of what you show, I just wore them one time. So I wore them one time. So yeah, because I wore that many times, I don't remember. Scott wore it with Stephanie to a church, but I think we had a church program. I think Pastor Justina Farage is actually launching her program. And we were out there, but I don't remember. So I'm not going to tell you a story. I don't remember at all because I wore that many times. Yes.
Tell us about these other picture here. Tell us about.
For me, is this picture that I love the caption and I love the support you show.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So when I was in Monrovia, the campaign slogan was that we were going to get justice, that women would be elevated and be protected. This is our president, who happened to be the son of my mother. My mother adores him. So the elections are over. This is May 8th. We're not hearing anything about their justice and accountability. Fulby Henry and us have organized a Black Rider for Justice for the War and Economic Crimes Court. I'm leading the charge in America. That's 2018. This is where I am. We are making do. That's me. That's me.
You know what the relationships? How do you relate to Liberian politicians in the platform?
Okay. So I love this guy, and not because he once was a CEO because he's human being, because he's down to earth, because he's humble. That's Alexander Cummings. Mr. Cummings work live here in Georgia, still, for years. And in 2012, he was active in the community, and we asked him if he would serve on our advisory board. He didn't even think about it. He accepted. And to date, he's the #1 contributor since the beginning of the organization since 1979. And in fact, I'm one of those people who went to ask him after the Ebola event in Liberia, based on all of the work that he did, he and his wife, along with us, and we asked him, we thought Liberia needs somebody who is so heartful and so accomplished. At the time, he was still working. But I do relate to Liberian politicians. In fact, Pape Boakai is also was like a father to my brother, who is the late Dr. Emmanuel Dolo. I worked with him also at the community level here. Went to Liberia. I supported him during the last campaign. No, I didn't support my brother Wea, but all my family did. I took a different side. I'm the black sheep, you might call it. I like to challenge the status quo. So I'm big into Liberia politics. Here's why. I am Liberian first. If I may say this, all of my children, they were born here. And whenever they were born, I took the neighbor street, umbilical cord, we call it, pull it in and preserve it, and I took it home one by one, and I buried them there. There is no need for you to say, I don't want to be a part of politics, okay? So I have to be involved. I think I would say in my Elijah Cummings' voice, you must be an advocate till the day you die. If you see ills, it is your job to change it. And if you put people that can't change it, get there and change it yourself. That is if you are in for changing, not because you want to go and do the same thing, you want to get your share. Because politics in Liberia about getting your part of the deer meat or the cow meat or the elephant meat, right? That's not what I'm saying.
So you put it like too.
Oh my God, that's my boy. What you talking about? What you talking? I'm a fight girl. That's ADD. He was in Texas last year before last, the November 2019 when he was elected. As you guys know, I was the first person on board. I got cussed for him. People say you don't know him, but I know who I am. I don't give people chances because I think they're perfect. I see the good inside of me, and I see the chances that people have given me. And even look at somebody and say, it don't matter if they made mistakes before, and so what? Give them a try. And you know what? And I think he done well. There are a lot of going on. There are a lot more that he can do. I don't particularly anticipate perfection, but I anticipate that he would deliver and give hope to our people. And he can do it alone. All of us have to do it, including our president. Hopefully, I see he's trying this few days. Hopefully, he's still on track. And everybody joining to do what we need to do to build our country up.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's my friend too, Janko Lanto. See the book I'm calling Janko Lanto.
That's the light.
Right. Yeah, the light. You say, what are like Janko Lanto? What are like?
It's still a light. It will lead you to the deck, right?
Yeah.
It's a light. Even if it's just a glimpse of it, it will lead you to the dark. That's very important.
You're right. Ysyndi, before we go to the next section, is there anything you want to tell us about, or is there anything you're currently working on you want us to know, or you want our viewing audience to know about?
So here's what I'm working on. I was looking to be in Liberia in April, but I was advised against it. We purchased 5 acres of land. The goal is to develop that, maybe buy more, create a place like a safe area for women who are in trouble, who need a place for a temporary stay, like we have in Georgia. We have the dark house where women can go and stay with their family, kind of clear their hair, think about what to do. And maybe in the future, create, while we are there after it's done, create training for Liberian women. I have a group of women on the ground, young women who we're gearing up to do civil education. It is essential. It is essential for the citizen to know the right and responsibility. A minimum to decide because it's really essential in shaping the nation. We're also engaging some women in the Mangibi area who are into business to give them small business loan because a lot of Liberian women are not, or Liberian businesses, petty businesses are not getting loan. The harder thing is trying to navigate that. Those who are honest and those who are dishonest, they even more. You give money and they disappear. I've done that many times. I was just telling of some sister of mine today who have been willing to contribute, and I said I'm still making some assessment because I don't just want to take people money and give it to people. People trust me to give me their money. If I give my own money and they walk away, I can see that I want him. I give hundreds of dollars, I would say, away because they literally harass you in the moment again, it just disappears. So how do we get to a point where our people, a majority of our people, at least those who are in our inbox, are honest, and that they can also know that we're here to stay, that we want to help them. This is not about writing. This is not about being smarter. This is about us growing together and you being able to stand on your own and fish for you because we work hard here. So yes, so those are the three things that are on the table that we are working on. A place for women to go and play their hair and maybe get some training. Women to be empowered with not just marketing. They can do service work. They can do technical work. Women can lay blocks. We can. I lay tiles. If you don't believe, my whole basement tiles, I lay them up in my house. Nobody does it for me. Yes. All the plumbing work in my house, I do them. I'm a very handy person. Yes.
It's interesting to know.
Wow.
It's interesting. Curtis, what can you do?
My man.
Huh?
I can even choose my own set car tire. My car tire brown or right. I don't know if triple A or 3A. I can call it 3A to can't fix my car tire. Yeah, I'm not a handy person. I can
go
cook.
For training.
Eh?
You gotta go for training though.
Yeah, forget that thing. I can cook though. That one I know I can do, but no, handy guy. I'm the type of guy what will sign a check for somebody to kind of do it. It's a shame, but hey.
It's not a shame. We're not. There's not a shame. Some's but just that way.
But you guys have seen me. I kind of air it. I cut my own grass, ship my own lawn and, ship my hair and all of that. I do that, all of that. I do it myself. I like to do it. I just like to do it. I'm a handy person. In fact, my first job here was running telephone wires and building telephone closet.
Oh. No,
Speaking of building telephone closet, at one point I thought you helped Bill Gates to fix the computer. Patrick, you got that thing right? Show that something. I thought you were one of the people that helped.
No, in fact, before Bill Gates got really big, you have Hewlett Packard, them Gil came with the GUI. No, I work for an organization that subcontracted for these different organizations. So we actually did design, right? So let's say, for instance, Microsoft decided we want to build a light. At the time, they didn't have those blinking light. Okay, so you send it to this organization, and they look at it and customize it and make sure maybe the initial stuffing that you talk about or apparatus that needed to fill it in was not the right kind. So we had to build it, we stuff it up, we calibrated it, we made sure it worked or it works. That's a long time ago. That was my first job. My first degree is in telecommunication, electronic and telecommunication. So, but I switched over after the dot-com busted because I needed to survive. Everything went down. Those who stayed, they make good money today. I did not stay. I like you see a lot of people going to White House to do all of these things because they refuse to retrain. I don't mind retraining. I can get up tomorrow morning and say, you know what? I want to go back and go do C++. It would just be a refresher. I want to go do, SQL. Those are stuff that I did before, COBOL, so I can go back and do that if that's what I want to do. But I'm too old now. That's not what I want to do. I want to build my own company.
Man, Ysyndi, you always be talking you too old. Like
that's what my son said.
All those pictures that we just looked at, right? Where we're going from this one, I was 22. This one, I was 23. This one, I 40. This one, I 50. Nothing changed. The only thing I got skinnier. And that's it. You just got skinnier and on one, and then the other one, you're a little bit chubby. That's all. Like, it's still the same, though. I don't know. What's the secret?
Well, I don't know if I say I have good habit because I run a lot. I exercise. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't eat sweet, but I eat a lot. You know I eat a lot. And I eat at all times. I eat at all times. I eat 1, 2. Whenever I'm hungry, I eat.
Definitely, I can attest to that. Lovely. So the next segment we're about to hit is called a rapid fire. These questions, you just have to give a quick answer. Some of them, majority of them are close-ended. So one answer, boom, we go. But if you need to elaborate, that's okay.
You didn't tell me I was coming on your radio. But that's okay. Let's go.
Too smart for this other one. The other question, then who's the disciplinarian in your home?
Moi.
Okay. For those of you that don't understand French, I mean me. Name your two favorite Liberian celebrity.
2. I like Fatou Giflor, and I used to like to cancel Robert.
Old
I don't
school.
know who the second person is.
Those are old school, bro.
That was cool.
Yes.
Keep on crying.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's it.
Keep on crying.
Really? I know the song though. Like that's the thing.
But I love Miss Minez though. I love me Miss Minez. I love me Miss Minez. In fact, my daughters play Miss Minez all the time. Even my grandbaby. Yes.
Okay. Well, Miss Minez, here you go. You got a fan over here.
And obviously, I love Curtis, and I support him all the time. So I can be on Curtis show and say I love Curtis. So, but let me just put that there. He knows that.
You say that one more time.
I love Curtis.
Oh,
I think he's so talented. I share his video all the time. The first time I saw his video, I've not even spoken to him. I just share all day.
Oh, I love you back.
That's okay.
What is that one thing that you've never done but would love to try?
Ooh, don't let me take you somewhere else. Bungee jump.
Bungee jumping. Okay. What people think known as, but anyway.
That's okay.
All right. How much would you pay a hacker who threatened to release your browser history search?
Nothing.
Oh, that's a good answer. All right. This one. You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
What's the name of the guy that gave you your first kiss?
Ouch. Ouch. Really? Really, Curtis? Ooh, I don't remember.
Perfect answer.
That dude was horrible. Can you imagine? She's like, ouch.
I told you I'm a Republican, right? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Missing in action. All right, let's move on. What's the name of the last book you read?
Oh, A Promised Land.
A Promised Land. All right.
Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather have all the connection in the word or have all the money in the word? And when I mean connection, I'm talking about whoever you have them at your fingertip, or all the money in the word.
I'm selfish. If I got money, why would I need all of the connection anyway? It will come to me.
Good answer. All right. We're going to play the last question here. This is an action. Or before we play that, let's say, sing me one of your favorite songs.
You know what? I love Lady in Red or Careless Whisper.
Okay. You want to give us?
I can't sing.
Why do you think I asked you to sing?
What is it? What does it go? I don't want to. No, I'm not even going to try.
I know there's something in there that talks about Lady in Red. Something.
Oh, Lady in Red. Lady in Red is dancing with me.
Amen.
Come on, Curtis. Come on, Curtis. You can sing perfectly.
Curtis got me being all unserious. I'm always fighting, right? But this is cool.
And the last question here, I'll leave that up to Patrick to ask it.
Now, the last question we were going to ask you was, in your opinion, what do you think is a perfect word?
In my opinion, what do I think is a perfect word? The one that if I like, I can work naked and nobody asks me a question. It's my choice. that my kids can play and I don't have to be afraid. That I don't have to, that no child will be left hungry or hurt.
Good answer. Good answer.
That sounds like heaven to me. Like, especially the first part, you know, you walking naked, like how it used to be in heaven. I don't eat.
I know you're right.
Yeah, they used to be walking naked. Nobody
So
said,
God did not intend for them to stay naked forever.
okay.
It was still a process.
They also have food there. They were not hungry. They could eat
And
it.
they were going to, eventually, they were going to get to work. This is biblical. That was God's intentions.
Okay. So you mean right now we'll go to heaven, we'll not be walking naked, you still got to work?
I mean,
Why you want
I
to
think
go,
I'm speaking in terms of the violence against girls and boys in the word, how the word is going. So
Okay.
when I'm talking, I'm thinking on, you know, my particular agenda for the word,
I see.
more what people can be themselves, not naked as in being naked, not literally. Just it's a metaphor. Yes,
I get it. Especially from our society where you
exactly.
a crazy person would say, well, she looked for it because of the way she's dressed.
Exactly.
Now I get the connection. Awesome.
Anyway, yesterday it was a pleasure having you on the show. We really enjoyed the conversation so far. Do you want to say something?
Yeah. And thanks for coming. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. You know that you're welcome. Actually, you want to hit us?
It was an honor being here. This is me, really.
Any last words you would like?
This is me.
Thank you for having me.
This is me. Yeah. No one else can tell my story. No one else but me. Oh yeah. This is me. This is me. Yeah. Get to know.
Ysyndi, who would you like to see on This Is Me?
I would love to see Dr. Francine Chinoway.
Okay, Dr. Francine Chinoway. Did I say the name right? Francine.
Dr. Francine Chinoway.
All right.
Richardson.
Yeah, I am beautiful. I'm amazing. I am wonderful. So if you really want to know